Howdy, everybody. This is Leo Cloutier with Malice to It None. It's indeed a pleasure to have as our guest here today one of the top youngsters in Major League Baseball here at the Kansas City Royals Stadium in Independence, Missouri. I'd like to welcome to our show Ted Simmons of the St. Louis Cardinals. Welcome, Ted.
Hi, Leo. How are you?
Well, Ted, it certainly is a pleasure to have you as our guest here today. Ted, your ball club, as I recall, sometime in April had a record of 1 victory and 17 defeats, and this morning you find them in first place. This has to be remarkable.
Well, it's nothing like the feeling the Cardinals are going through right now. I think the worst we were at one point was 5-20, and when I think back in those times and how things are now, it's just unbelievable. At that time, when people were talking about our season, we were more or less searching for some sense of respectability or something, just trying to salvage something. But it started to turn around, and instead of trying to salvage something, we were driving for something. And the momentum changed, the attitude changed, and we just started winning ball games. And as you can well imagine, it's a great feeling.
Incredible to find him in first place.
Really, half a game out, and I'll tell you, I never would have suspected maybe 2.5 months ago.
But Ted, the team never panicked.
No, well, I think that's goes to show you what kind of manager I think we have in Red Schoendienst. Red is an easygoing guy. He never changes his attitude toward individuals or never blows his mind, so to speak, when we're playing poorly. He just says, well, you're going to have nights like that. Just let's play tomorrow and do better. And, I think with his attitude, no one seemed to be panicking in their own personal ways, and it's just a matter of going out and playing, no pressure, just try and get back on the right track, and we did. And again, I think a great deal of that credit, or if you want to put a finger on somebody, it'd have to go to Red Schoendienst.
Everything rubbed off on the players.
Well, I'm sure. As I say, when you're going poorly, the last thing you need is for someone to tell you how poorly you're going and scream at you. Everyone knows that. But if a guy shows a little confidence, a little spirit in you and says, okay, go ahead and change things around, or just go out and relax and do what you can do, and things will change. And they did, and that's why I say I stick out my hand to Red, because just never panicked, never, lost his composure, and I'm sure he's pretty proud of the way the Cardinals are sitting right now.
I'm sure, and the owners must too. And that's another thing about the owners. Gus Busch, for instance, he never seemed to panic, which is unusual for an owner, especially when you were in the doldrums, so to speak.
Well, Mr. Busch, has put together a pretty good ball club, and he loves baseball. I mean, he's loved it for a long time. He's made the Cardinals actually what they are and have been in the past few years. But Mr. Busch is a great beer manufacturer, but baseball, as I say, he enjoys to do it, but doesn't pretend to know everything about it. And he hires capable people like Bing Devine and Mr. Kennedy and Red and Stan Musial to handle this for him. And as I say, he loves the game of baseball, but he knows his forte, so to speak, is in the brewery business, and he hires capable individuals to take care of his baseball for him. And I'm sure he could have very easily said, well, things aren't going too well now, let's clean house, or let's get rid of people, or something like that. But, Mr. Busch has, made himself what he is today, I'm sure, by not carrying around with him those kinds of attitudes.
Thank you very much, Ted. This was an interview with the young catcher of the St. Louis Cardinals, Ted Simmons. And this brings us to the end of With Malice to It None for today. Until tomorrow at this same time, Leo Cloutier from Royal Stadium in Kansas City. Good day.
To learn more about Leo Cloutier's sports world, go to leocloutier.com. Leo Cloutier is brought to you by Poster Fix, where we bring your vintage posters back to life.